The point is that we did have an improvement in the score from 35 in 2016 to 41 in 2017. But that has to be put in context two ways. Firstly, the score is a score of 1 to 100, of 0 to 100. And 100, a mark of 100 will be a perfectly transparent and corruption-free society. Those don't exist on the
Right.
planet. But in fact, using conventional thinking, 50% or a mark of 50 would be a pass mark. And in fact, Trinidad and Tobago is still below 50%. Right. So that's the first thing we need to be aware of. The average score across the 180 countries surveyed is 43. So Trinidad and Tobago is even below the average. We're below 50 and we're below the average, even at the improved score of 41. And the other thing about the improvement is that a new agency reported into the system this time around. I think it was a democracy project reported into the system this time around. And the report of that agency actually gave Trinidad and Tobago a mark of 68. Statistically speaking, we call that kind of a mark an outlier. It's something that lays at the outer edge of our experience. And basically, what is happening there is that if you deduct that mark, if you take off that mark and you use the panorama methodology of deducting the highest mark and the lowest mark, you would actually end up in Trinidad and Tobago with a score that was not much different. So the people who had been surveyed in the past, I think it was 6 agencies surveyed in the past, their aggregate average was about 35 points, something like 35.2 or 35.3 or something. The inclusion of this fresh organization is what gave us this rise that has, of course, has been greeted politically. It's been greeted politically by and you would expect that, regardless of who was in power, you would expect that kind of response from the political establishment that have been in power since 2015, that things have improved. But in terms of someone living and working in Trinidad and Tobago as a professional and as a transparency advocate, I don't actually believe that the perception has shifted that much.